Hey guys, how you doing? Almost Christmas time. So I'm just going to continue doing the logo. So let's get straight into it. So in this one, I'm just going to continue, obviously, but right now I'm going to do some gems. I was thinking of doing 1, 2, 3, of something like this. Has got like some glowy gem in it, in the surface of the chest. So let's do that. So I'm going to call this one, let's go red. We'll go gem red. And then we'll just quickly make a material for it. Lambert text. I'll use a blend. I'll make it kind of transparent. Let's select a red. Cool. We'll call this gem red M underscore. Yep, for material, close that out. Let's select this first one and right click and apply. Just lift that up. I'll just move these to the side for now. So let's center this with Y. For people not using the Unreal Engine forward and up, it should be center with X up here. And if you're coming in later or haven't watched any previous videos, this might be hidden for you. It's this little arrow up here, so you just press that, and that's how you get that to do that. So I'm just going to bring this up as close as I can to the center. I might do that. And I'm going to press E to rotate, and I'm just going to rotate so it's kind of like facing the same direction as this plank here. Alright, so you're probably noticing that the direction of X is kind of up into the sky. That's because I'm using the object pivot point. So if you go to like over here and select modeling toolkit, you can actually have a drop down menu called move settings, and you can like select which pivot point you want to use. So for instance, if you want to go off the world, which never changes, it'll go off that axis. Same with like resizing. Oh, that one, see, as it went back to object to the right here. So if I change that back to world, it'll stretch it in the direction, resize it in the direction that each of these little lines are forward facing. So when you rotate an object, you just go to object mode and it'll let you go from the angle it's rotated from, which is kind of cool. So I just want to flatten this, maybe make it a bit smaller from the front. Yeah, that looks good. And then I might do a little back plate, something like how this kind of did it, how it's got this built-in plate but not as dramatic. So I'm thinking a cube, and then we can like just bevel the edges, go from there. So I'll just rotate. Actually no, I'll do the beveling first so I can see it from front on. So I'm just going to select these edges and bevel. Let's get a interesting shape, and it's kind of alright. Back to object mode, right click, object mode. Let's just shrink that down, and I'll rotate that. So I'm just going to use the world position for now, and now I'm going to go into resizing. Cool, it switched to object mode for me already, so you just double check on the right here. Let's increase its size. I'm just going to switch to object mode again. Just kind of try and meet best I can. Does this have a center? No, it doesn't. Oh, I could cheat a little. Alright, so you see how these edges are technically center here? The vertex edge? We can actually get this to snap to that. So if I press W and hold V and grab the pivot point in the center here and drag it up to the gem to the right where that vertex was, I can now have it dead center in terms of my pivot point, and then I can just go back to W if you haven't already, and go back to Y and recenter it. So when I do this, it should match. Yeah, it does perfectly. Cool there. Alright, so I'm going to select all these edges. Ooh, not like that. Not that. Sometimes with Maya, it clicks through objects. It's just finicky like that. I'm gonna bevel these. I'm just gonna make that fraction not too bad. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Object, shrink, and raise. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of sick actually. Just want to kind of keep this like that. Shrink that down. Looks good. Sorry about that. I did say no cuts, but I have an excuse. The mailman came and I can't pause my recording, so if something like that happens and you see a cut, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything off screen. I'm just going to keep it raw and unsped. So let's just continue. Alright, so what was I up to? The gem. I might just color these all red, even though I want to do different colors, because I'm going to be coloring them in Photoshop anyway. So let's just separate them. Move that across. Move that one across. So keep things uniform. Alright. So how do I want to handle this? So I'll leave that top part like that. Maybe shrink it a little. Yeah, because then I can just grab some of these vertexes and just oh, I might just oh, keep misclicking. Let's click off. There we go. I might just do some wonky shape, but subtle. Stick to one side type thing. Yeah, so it kind of gives it that look we're going for through the whole thing. So yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Might delete the face on the back, even though I don't have to. But awesome. All right. What about the back of this? No, no, don't get distracted. Anyway, all right. So let's I might raise that up till it's kind of flush like that. Yeah, that looks good. Move that forward. Might move it forward some more. Might lift these up just a tad. Actually, I might need to go to the forward. There we go. Perfect. Alright, cool as. Let's just save this real quick. Alright. So let's place some of these gems. Hold X, go up by 1. I might just change the pivot point to hold V, just to the bottom here. And then have it snap just because they're flat like that. Yeah, looks good. What if I center pivot? So that for all of them. Yeah, if you like press D and move the pivot point while everything's selected, it will change it for all of them, so just be aware that you might have to reset them if you do it that way. But yeah, alright, so maybe just have one like here. I'll just rotate that a little bit, maybe make it a bit fat, make it a little fat one. Select some verts, and I'll just mess around with the shape, I guess. Try to make them kind of non-symmetrical because oh my bad, non-symmetrical because if gems in real life aren't, and we can do something like I got an idea. So we'll just rotate this to the left here a bit. just a tad. No, not that. Like that. Yeah. Might select the vertex just on the tops, on the top here. Just make that a bit taller. And maybe the side here. So I don't want it to be so. Yeah. These are going to be different colors, so they'll stand out a lot more when I do that. Alright, so shrink that down. Like that. Bear with me, I'm trying to go for like a, what do you call it, just a couple gems facing different directions type things sitting on themselves. So if I go, let's raise that up just a tad, make this a bit bigger, and I can just, yeah, grab these and just, so what I might do is I might just duplicate this again. I'll just make this a real small one, just to fill up a couple of these spots in the front. Give it a bit of variety. See if you can look here. We'll mess with the vertex again. So get some shapes going. Yeah. Duplicate that again. I'm going to switch to world mode just so I can keep it on the same sort of axis. I'll just rotate this around a bit, just kind of mess with it a little, make that larger. Oop. Lower that a bit. What I might do is I might make this bottom part, this edge, flat. Go to world like that, and then I can kind of like do this. If that makes sense. Edge. So it kind of looks like it's. Side as well, just to make it a bit bigger. How does that look? I don't like this back one here, so let's select that and just do that a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Obviously it's wigging out a little bit, so I'm just going to select this whole thing. Going to merge them combined. Cool. So from the front, yeah, see, it kind of looks cool. So we can just kind of mess with it that way. See, it's got some gems in the front, so that looks sick. Alright, so let's just raise this up a tad. Awesome. I like where this is going. I'll just quickly delete all the history. We'll call this gem large, but we'll change all the colors still. All right. So actually, duplicate that one as well. Go back down. So it's bugging me this corner bit. Object. Definitely rotated wrong. What's that? Looks like that's still a little bit. And then we're going to hide that. I'm going to select the vertices again. Kind of mess with this a little. So look. I don't like that, so I'm just going to over slightly. Move that up. No, don't like that either. Object. Let's try doing this. Make it just a little bit fatter, and then vertex. How's that look from the front? Yeah, that kind of could work if I move it out just a little bit. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist, guys. I just kind of like, yeah, that looks pretty sweet actually. Yeah, so I'm just going to combine it with that. Mesh combined. Edit. Let's delete the history again. Just hide that. Okay, and now I'm just going to save it just in case it crashes. And yeah. All right, so we've done gems. I think I might call it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one, which I'll try and do right now. Have a good one, guys. See you in the next video.